Hello, Chair Darnielle and committee members. I'm Theresa Power-Druits from the great Tacoma, Washington. And I also work with New Connections. And Rosemary already spoke about that. In fact, the people who spoke before me said almost everything I had to say, so I'm not going to repeat it. So it leaves me free to say a few oddball things. There's this overarching thing of mass incarceration in this country, which if you took everyone who applied for a shortened sentence and gave it all to them without asking them a single question, you'd be pretty close to what other countries already have. And that's a reality that makes it important to support any of these things. We have really long sentences, and although many of you probably weren't involved in making those decisions, the tough on crime sort of punitive rather than it's restorative and smart, you're dealing with the aftermath of that. And I appreciate your leadership in taking this on. Any little way you take it on is a step in the right direction, and this is a good way to work on this. So a couple things reading through the bill. The first thing is, I can't tell where this is going to go exactly. I know you're all still trying to figure out where it's going to go, but there's an issue that's starting to become more and more important, especially as we look at the possibility of ending money bail, which, hooray, that would be a very good thing. But electronic monitoring is becoming huge. It's a big industry, and the people who benefit from the industry, as you've probably read in the news, some of them are directly related to justice system and DOC and jails. So what I would say is, if you go that way with this committee at all, looking at alternative sentencing sorts of procedures, to be really cautious about what you do with electronic monitoring. It's hugely expensive. It's particularly detrimental to people who are living in poverty, and the families and our neighborhoods that have low income are disproportionately affected by the cost of these. So either make them free and stop the wealth building that goes on with those electronic monitoring systems, or consider something else, please. I like the idea of this being under the governor's office. I think in the same way that electronic monitoring needs to be separated from people who make money off of it, people who are in the industry of corrections ought not to be making decisions that will either give them more clients or not. Thank you.